Welcome everyone to the Rare Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212. All right, so been resting, relaxing, been having my Odin sleep, resting, repairing, regenerating, and I noticed that, of course, people are still talking smack about me, about Doctor Who, and of course I commented, and of course Noel made videos on it. So let's just talk about one. I don't like when people sneak around. Okay, if you're gonna friggin' mention me, you mention me. But don't try to make it like you don't know if you're mentioning me or people would know. People know you're mentioning me. People know you're talking crap. And I'm addressing the guy called Garbage that obviously wants to run his mouth about me, but then doesn't want to talk to me directly. No, dude, I wasn't wrong. And I can't believe that you guys are still so intellectually deficient that you're going to go by this narrative that Matrix Lord 2 and 2 is a liar, Matrix Lord 2 and 2 is wrong. No, Shooty Gawa even said himself he was going to do season 3 until it was cut. Things change, actors quit. I was not wrong. He quit after I did the news. Guess what? I'm not wrong. Okay? Even people that were filming, like Dari, said that when he was filming season 2, they said Shooty Gatwa was doing season 3. Everybody knew Shooty Gatwa was doing season 3. And if you didn't know, you knew after. And then after you seen the train wreck, you knew he wasn't supposed to leave either. So I'm just putting this to rest because I'm tired of these haters of Matrix Lord. They hate me. They hate everything I'm about. They hate that I talk about a TV show. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it since 2011. No will not bully me off the platform. Neither will Problem Being. Neither will Garbage. Neither will Sensory. Neither will anybody else. Okay? And I'm going to call people out when they're wrong. Okay? And basically, Garbage is wrong. And if he wants to have a conversation, then DM me. But if he doesn't, then shut the fuck up, obviously. But anyway, want to talk about Doctor Who because, again, the problem is that Noel cannot do the news without putting his stupid fucking opinion in there to make his opinion what the news is. And that's not what the news is. Right now, Disney Plus is with Doctor Who. It's 2025, July 1st, in case you didn't know. And Disney Plus and Doctor Who is still solid. So I don't care if the Chartist Zone said in June of 2025, in June of 2024, or even last summer that Disney is done with Doctor Who. It's 2025, July 1st, and Disney Plus is still with Doctor Who. So anybody that said otherwise is wrong. Everybody. I don't care if you said it last year. We're in 2025 right now. So you're all wrong. I said that Disney Plus is with Doctor Who. It's still with Doctor Who. Guess what? It's July 1st. I don't care what the newspapers say. I don't care what the rumors are. They're rumors. Okay? Everybody's in panic mode because all these YouTubers don't know what to do without talking about Doctor Who. So now they're actually scared that Doctor Who's going to be off the air. And some people are getting a little too carried away. All right? I don't care what people's opinions are of Doctor Who. They're not experts. I don't care if somebody worked on the show 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You ask their opinion, they give it. That doesn't mean shit. Okay, they're not working on Doctor Who now. Okay, I don't care if the person that served Russell D. Davis coffee speaks out. Doesn't mean crap. Okay, right now, all you need to worry about as a Doctor Who fan is that Doctor Who is with Disney Plus. Okay, that's it. So, also too, here's the thing, and no offense, Hero, but I really like things to remain on topic. So if you want to talk to me about gaming, you could DM me in private on Twitter or on YouTube. You can message me or something. But this is not a gaming guest. This is Doctor Who, and that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm not talking about anything else. So sorry. But anyway, Doctor Who and Disney Plus are solid still. So all these doom and gloom news things from Noel's Hardest Zone, incorrect. We still have a show, The War Between the Land and the Sea. Still gonna have Comic Con. Still gonna promote that show. That's it. All right. Disney Plus. Just imagine that airs, and yes, I know. And your request is approved, and I will do a podcast on it this week. Okay, this week I will work on that. All right. And everybody who wants to be part of that, that's a big gamer like TJ Mead, just contact me on PlayStation or contact me on Twitter or contact me on Facebook Messenger, whatever. There's always tons of ways to contact me about gaming. I do appreciate the interest in gaming, just like Doctor Who, but the problem that I'm having, Hero, is I'm trying to keep the format on topic and people going off topic. Like when I'm talking about gaming, people are talking about Doctor Who. When I'm talking about Doctor Who, people are talking about gaming. I want people to, if I'm going to talk about gaming, it's got to be in gaming. If I'm going to talk about Doctor Who, it's got to be Doctor Who. I don't want people getting lost and, oh, make sure I was talking about gaming or the Whovians. No. So I want everybody to know where to go. You know what I'm saying? So there's no confusion. I don't want to start talking and running off on a tangent about playing Demon Souls and beating Vanguard and beating the Tower Knight while I'm doing the Whovians. You know, so that's for something else. So thank you, no problem. Again, Doctor Who. I've been watching it since I was a kid. Okay, I'm doing Doctor Who news since 2011. Okay, we're doing videos. I'm not gonna have some Johnny Come Lately podcaster or YouTuber doesn't know shit about shit attack me for years, and then it's a piece of me, then attacks me again, then it's a piece of me, then attacks me last August, and since last August has continued. Okay, you tried everything, no, and you failed. You didn't silence me. So, and you added your rage and your anger to Problem Being and everyone else, and then I'm me versus your legion of losers. So, you're not going to stop me. You're not going to get me off the platform. You're not going to be right. You don't know anything about anything, and as history shows, you flat out said Doctor was canceled in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And you were wrong every time. The difference between me saying Shooty Gat was going to film was even Shooty Gat would know he was going to film. Even people that were filming, like Darius, knew that Shooty Gat was going to film season 3. Everybody knew until the Disney Plus holdout. And then it's like, well, how long do we have to wait? I can't wait. I want him out of my contract. Okay, that's it. So Matrix Flood 2 and 2 is not lying. Matrix Flood 2 and 2 is not a grifter. Matrix Flood 2 and 2, its credibility is not destroyed because an actor decided to change his mind and quit. Okay, Matrix Flood 2 and 2 is the same as he's always been, and my channel is better than ever. So you may want to go on Tartar Zone and hear him say I have 15 subscribers. Okay, that's bullshit. Everybody knows that. You want to look at the statistics, look at Social Blade, look at YouTube, look at the percentage all the way through the roof. There's a reason why I'm getting direct deposit checks from YouTube, because I know what I'm talking about. Okay, not because my channel's failing. Okay, I don't have to worry about any problem about running out of minutes on StreamYard. I don't have to worry about running out of time. I do a podcast whenever I want. And I understand that I have my fan base is split, and I understand that between gamers and Doctor Who fans, Whovians. And the gamers don't want me to do podcasts because they feel justifiably so, it takes away from my gaming. You are correct. It does take away from my gaming, but at the end of the day, I've built my name and reputation up for years, and I'm not going to have it be destroyed by some leprechaun in Ireland. Okay? So, again, not going to deal with that. And I'm going to voice my opinion like I've always voiced my opinion, and no one's going to silence me. And all this bull crap that people have done in the past about asking for money from me or us to release this and release that, fuck you. And then they release my address, they release this. You know what? I don't give a shit. Okay, you're not going to silence me ever. I never lost my group. I've been improving constantly. All the people been showing up on my show. Noel's a liar. And Noel has a huge problem with me. So uh, I don't like bullying, and I've always said about bullying. So guess what? He's tried to bully everybody. Guess what? He hasn't been successful with me. It's never going to end until he admits he's wrong and he apologizes. So I don't care if you want to listen to Noel because you think he's a doctor, which he's not. I don't care if you want to listen to Noel because you think he's your drunk buddy, because maybe he is. I don't care. Okay? He's been trying to destroy me since August and he's failed. And I'm still here. My group is still here. Doctor Who is still with Disney Plus. What do you have to say? Nothing. You don't believe that loser. He's lying. He's the liar. He tried to step over me to come back into the Doctor community, and nobody wants him. Not even StreamYard wants him because he doesn't want to pay for it. He used to bash people that used to get donations, but then when he does it, it's okay. He's a scumbag. And he's a scumbag, and I have to talk about that on here because of all the people he victimized for years. The people he tried to push people out of Twitter, out of the Doctor community. He bullied, he harassed, he threatened. He got groups of people to troll people, and people ran away, people left, people got sick with it. You ain't getting that with me. I ain't going anywhere. I'm going to constantly prove you wrong. I'm going to constantly show that I'm right, and that's the end of it. So there's going to be only one between you and me. Only one, and it's going to be me that's going to be around, not you. So besides that, because he can't do anything else other than Doctor Who, I do gaming, yes. And I do other stuff like write books, yes. So right now, Doctor Who fans, and I say Doctor Who fans because someone brought it to my attention that people don't know what I mean when I say Whovians. Whovians are Doctor Who fans, but some Whovians don't recognize the name Whovians. Fine. And I say Doctor Who fans from now on because people don't understand what I'm saying. There are Doctor Who fans out there. There are even Doctor Who YouTubers that are running out of content. And it's been terrible. For weeks, they've been. How many times could you do a podcast or a live stream about the same shit? You can't. You can't. You can get panels. You can get this. The ratings are going down for them. The views are going down for them. They don't know what to talk about. They don't know what angle to look at. One day they want to talk about RTD's character. Then they want to talk about Bad Wolf. Then they want to talk about the relationship with BBC. You can only stretch it so much. I'm going to talk about other stuff on my channel besides Doctor Who. Okay? There's many things I have to talk about. I have to do the Everything show. We have to talk about that this week. There's a lot of stuff going on. So in order for your channel to stay relevant, you can't just keep it focused on one thing. And keeping it just about Doctor Who, I knew years ago, maybe over a decade ago, that's why I created the Everything show. Because my group wanted to talk about other stuff other than Doctor Who, and we did. We talked about Walking Dead, we talked about movies, we talked about comics, we talked about everything, even video games. So, Doctor Who, if it's gone for a little while, okay. Business as usual on my channel. Nothing gets affected. I'm still making money. Even if I don't talk about Doctor Who. So my channel's a success. There you go. I don't care what Noel says. Who the hell is he? Nothing. Guy doesn't know anybody about anything, and he wants to make it like he's an expert. No, he's not. So why would you want to listen to somebody that got it wrong 9 times about Doctor Who being canceled? He's hoping and praying that it actually happens so he can say, yeah, I told you guys. See? That's what Russ Stevens made fun of people like that with the hashtag rest in peace Doctor Who, because it's a joke. It's all canon, but they're trying to change and rewrite history. So I don't care about a writer saying his 2 cents. It's irrelevant because he's not doing the show now. I don't care if somebody talked to this guy. Nope. I had the BBC guy call me up. I told you weeks ago. Call me up. We did a conference call. Talked for 21 minutes. He wanted to make sure I knew that certain things that I wasn't aware of, that they could also be with Disney and still film a special if they wanted to. There is no restricting them to do that. So I was not aware of that. So he just wanted me to know that they are allowed to do that, meaning like the stuff in the contract that if they're waiting for an announcement, they could still film their stuff, their Doctor Who, without Disney Plus, even though they still have the contract. So I'm like, okay, but of course you want that Disney Plus money. That's it. You do. You definitely do. You don't want to go backwards. We don't go backwards. So all this stuff also about these people saying that BBC is talking to Amazon Prime and Netflix. No, it's not. So Tachyon Pulse and all these other people saying that, nope, that's a lie. There's a contract. So look at the news story when this guy was under contract for Disney Plus, and YouTube wanted to hire him, and he was talking to that person. Immediately Disney Plus sued YouTube because it's a violation. Like, you can't take their employees under contract, and he even got in trouble too, right? You don't talk to the enemy. If you're under contract with Disney Plus, you don't talk to anybody else. You don't talk to anybody else. One more time. You're under contract. You don't talk to the competitors while you're under contract. Why do you think, say in baseball, that the baseball player has to be let out of his contract and then negotiations begin? Because he's a free agent. Because he's not allowed to negotiate anything with anybody while he's under contract. Can't talk to anybody about putting Doctor Who on anywhere while they're under contract with Disney Plus. Doesn't matter. There's a contract. There's a contract. There is no talking to the enemy. No one is talking to the enemy. The only meetings that are taking place is how are we going to film the Christmas special? Who's going to be the doctor? What are we going to do? Whatever. How are we going to pay for this because we're waiting for Disney Plus? Could we do this? Should we do this? Should we wait? Should we do this? Should we do it while it's still the 20th anniversary of Doctor Who? Yes. Okay, so where are we getting the money from? That's the only talks going on, is Billy Piper appearing next to explain that and filming a special, getting it together. That's what it is. There's nothing else. There is no contract talk to anybody. There is no contract talk to anyone because they're not allowed to while they're under contract with Disney Plus. It would be a violation of contract. Disney Plus sues people that try to break the contract. That's why when Ncuti Gatwa had that meeting and he wanted out of his contract, they didn't have to let him out of his contract. But he was saying, if I'm waiting, I'm going to lose money. I'm this. They allowed it. BBC, Disney Plus, they allowed it. Boom, out of his contract. Disney could let, Doctor Who go, but that's not happening right now. Okay? If Disney were to say we want to part ways, then guess what? Then the negotiations start the next fucking day with everybody. And guess what? I'm going to tell you right now, if you think that Disney is dumping Doctor Who, think again, honestly. You're mistaken. I don't care what's going wrong. I don't care. They're not going to let it go. They're not going to let Doctor Who go. Okay? Do you think that they want Doctor Who on another platform and then another platform is like doing this with it and doing that with it and then, oh my God, no. No way. No way. Don't you understand that when Netflix was doing Daredevil and when they were doing Luke Cage and when they were doing Jessica Jones, they were doing Iron Fist, when the contract ended with Netflix, don't you understand that Daredevil was not allowed to appear for a long time? The Kingpin wasn't allowed to appear for a long time. Jessica Jones wasn't allowed to appear. Luke Cage and Iron Fist weren't allowed to appear for years because of the contract. Okay? So they're under contract. Doctor Who and Disney Plus are in contract. There is no talking to anyone. There is a time that was signed a contract where they're allowed to have time to decide because they're under contract. They're allowed to do that. They may not like it, Russell and Bad Wolf and BBC, but that's the thing that they signed. They set that thing up with the lawyers to set that contract up, and they can't go against it. It would be a huge, huge multi-million-dollar penalty. So BBC is not breaking contracts. They're not paying that. The only person that could end the deal is Disney, and they're not doing it. And I don't care what you have to say to me that, oh my God, even if you want to say, well, Disney's not doing anything to promote War Between Land and Sea. How many times did Noel say that before? How many times did Noel say, oh, Shooty Guy was not promoting Doctor Who? Because it wasn't on his timetable, that's why. According to Noel's timetable in the TARDIS zone, he felt that they weren't promoting Doctor Who when he wanted them to promote Doctor Who. But guess what? He was fucking outdated and he was wrong. Because weeks later, they're promoting the shit out of Doctor Who. And he looked like a big fucking schmuck that did not know what the fuck he was talking about on his channel. And the best fucking thing that he hated it was Shooty Gatwa and Verada See-Through were basically going all over the place. They were in Empire State Building. They went to a Knicks game. They were parading all over the place. They went to parties with Colin Domingo. They were everywhere. They were promoting the shit out of Doctor Who everywhere. They were on talk shows. They were on everything. So Noel lied on the TARDIS zone. He lied, and then he didn't even say that, oh, he got it wrong. No. He didn't say any of it. He never admitted to any of it. He doesn't know anything. Why didn't they not promoting Doctor Who? Because they weren't ready to promote Doctor Who while Disney Plus is showcasing their fucking shows like Skeleton Crew and this show and that show. It would be a cross promotion screw up, and they would not do that. There's a time and a place to promote Doctor Who and a time and a place to promote their shows. They're promoting Daredevil. They're promoting stuff. So no, you don't know shit about anything. You don't even know when they're supposed to promote Doctor Who. He got it wrong. All you have to do is go. He hardly ever deletes shit because it took. It was an amazing feat that after he filed the police report against me, that he fucking realized that he was harassing me with a death threat. That's why legally he removed his fucking live stream. So don't let it fool you, because he would have been fucking sued to his ass. Because you can't go file a police report, but then there's evidence that you gave me death threats. So they legally advised him to delete that shit. And that's why he did. But I still have it, the whole entire thing. So push come to shove, let's go. But anyway, seriously. So there you go. Noel didn't even know when Doctor Who was being promoted. He's like, oh, he doesn't care about Doctor Who. He did live streams about Shooty Gatwa questioning his character. They were talking, and they used footage from fucking AI generated shit and pictures that had nothing to do with Doctor Who, nothing to do with that, and they were all fake. And the guy that put it up, he put it up on a goddamn thing that was a gay page and it was all fake. Fake. And did Noel say that? Nope. He went on with it. Oh, this guy's discussing it. What a goddamn fucking liar. Biggest liar in existence. A whole panel talking about stuff that doesn't even exist with Shooty Gatwa. Ripping him to shreds. Totally disrespectful. So you want to know why he fucking would leave? Maybe because of assholes like that exist in the Whovian community that are fucking toxic. How could you do a live stream on fake shit to show that Shooty Gatwa was a bad person? Use fake imagery on a fake site that was designated as fake. That's pathetic. If you don't lose all respect for the TARDIS zone, you lost it that day. Please. Talk about real shit. Okay? Stop lying to the people. You have no idea when they filmed. You don't have any source. You have no idea. You don't even give a date. You don't give anything. I was telling you times and everything. He doesn't say shit because he doesn't know. He doesn't know. In the past, I was saying that they were filming Doctor Who during COVID, even though they weren't allowed to. And he's like, no, that's not happening. A year later, they said, oh yeah, we did film when we weren't supposed to. And in a live stream, right? Somebody clipped it for me, and they made the Simpson thing, right? And they're like, look at this asshole flipping out on the live stream that I was correct. He's screaming and shit, screaming that I got it right, like a child, like a baby, a grown man screaming his head off that Matrix Lord 2 and 2 got the Doctor Who news right. He did it. Yeah, because you don't have a fucking source. And the best fucking thing is, I exposed him already. There were people that would go on his show when he first started out, and they would tell him all this stuff, and he would try to make it like they're not his source, but they are. And then when he fucking threw people under the bus and threw people out, they admitted, yeah, I was his source. Yeah, I fucked with him. Yeah, I lied to him. What a dumb fuck, right? And they would show me transcripts. They would show me shit when they were talking to him. And what a fucking dumb fucking idiot he was. What a dumb idiot. Oh, I'm a this and I'm that, and I know things. So I could tell. And he went along with it. Oh, it's Doctor Who's getting canceled. Okay, guys, 2017. Carter Zone said Doctor Who's getting canceled. Rest in peace, Doctor. We're gonna go with Neurotic. Says, yeah. Rest in peace, Doctor. Yeah, no, didn't happen. Didn't happen. And that, would you go through sources like water? Because none of it happened. How about get a goddamn fucking source that will tell you not their opinion, but real fucking source, whether you like it or not. But no, he has standards. It's got to be, oh, is Doctor Who done? No, then I'm not talking about it. And if he does talk about it, then it's like, I don't believe that. Ridiculous. He wants to go on this campaign to make it that Doctor Who is done. But then they're going to hire people to do an animation thing. Why are they done if they're doing that? You got a spin-off that's still in the air. Dude, what are you talking about? Disney still has to do the spin-off that's going to air. How could Disney be done when they legally have a spin-off that's going to air? Genius. Are you going to tell us, no, that in 2026, are you going to tell us still that Disney is done and you called it in 2024? Because it's called the contract, no? And you get to know exactly when the contract is done or when they part ways. And that date is when it happens. Whether they stay with Disney, Disney stays with Doctor or not. I don't care what you said years ago. Bullshit. You are a charlatan. You say all these different things. You even contradict yourself. And then when it comes to, I was right. Tarzan called it. What are you talking about? You said it was not? What are you talking about? And this is what he constantly does. He's so stupid. So fucking stupid. Because he wants it so bad. He wants to be right so bad. He's never right. Never right. And he got a complex about it. That's why he did like fucking live streams talking about me, because he's obsessed. Can't stand it. He can't stand it. And he's going to lose his mind. When Disney's like, oh yeah, we're doing more seasons, he's going to lose his fucking mind. But he just set himself up for failure. Oh yeah, because if you watch his latest video, he basically says that him and everybody's on one side. Everyone claims him and everyone. And I'm the only one that says that Disney Plus and Doctor Who are good. So when it comes out that Disney Plus and Doctor Who are good, there is nothing that Tarzan can say, because his own words betray him. Because you basically have to admit Matrix Lord 2 and 2 is the only one that said it, and Matrix Lord 2 and 2 is right, and we are all wrong. He set himself up for failure. He told the world on his channel that I'm the only one that said that Disney Plus is still with Doctor Who, and they all are on the other side. He said it. You could clip that shit. Clip that shit now. Date it today, July 1st. Clip that shit so you could play it on a rerun over and over and over again when he loses his fucking mind and flips out. That he's wrong. He fucking can't stand it. He won't be able to stand it. Because he doesn't know how to talk on a podcast either. He doesn't know how to talk on a video either. Because he's letting his ego get in the way. That's what he does. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty fucking happy when that happens, because I'm going to be the only one. That means that I'm the source that you go to to find out about Doctor Who, not the TARDIS Zone, obviously. So he'll try again next year, I guess. Well, we got 6 months left. So there's going to be a new campaign in 2026 because it fucking failed every year since 2017. I mean, how much could you really suck, right? Holy crap. I mean, if you're outside looking in, be like, why the fuck is TARDIS Zone getting shit wrong every single fucking year since 2017? Why do I even listen to that fuck? He sucks. He sucks with the Doctor Who news. Why the fuck do I listen to? Oh, I will listen to it because he's a fucking idiot. That's why, and it's entertainment. I love to see him squirm and get mad at Matrix. That's probably what it is. Entertainment. It's not on TV right now. So I just wanted to come out here. I wanted to give my 2 cents and my take on things. And going to be back this week doing the video game podcast. Going to be doing the Everything Show. Gonna get Scott. Gonna get the gang. We're gonna talk about stuff. And that's it. So now I'm gonna go back to my completionist role. Trying to do what I can with my gaming. All right. Have a great night. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye for now.